Hey guys, it's Brian again. Today we got a 390 PC, and what we're going to show you is the control board that's on the machine is bad. We're going to show you how to replace it. This is going to be strictly for the 390. The board used on the 395 and above and all the other machines is going to be different, but this is fairly simple. It's not that difficult to deal with. You should be able to handle this for most people without an issue. Before we get started, safety. Make sure you wear the appropriate safety gear. Make sure you have no shock hazards and pressure hazards. There's no hose on it, so we've pretty much covered on that. As I've mentioned before, this is a working shop, so I may have to stop the videos from time to time in order to take care of the problem or take care of the customer. Other than that, I try to do my videos straight through. For the most part, some of the screw turning, I will try to edit that out. Don't need to see all of that. But all that said, if you like this, click the button. If you don't like it, click the button. Don't watch it anymore. Move on. But otherwise, if you find this helpful at all, there's a thanks button down at the bottom there by the like button. Be sure to click that one and help me out as well. So customer said turn it on, blows a fuse, can't get it to work. So first thing I check is this is the pressure control. If this is bad, it can cause the same problem. It can cause the fuse to blow. So we're going to go ahead and I've already loosened the screws up here because I put in a jumper to see if the pressure control was good. Turns out the pressure control was good. So ordered in a new board. Board came in today, so we're going to put that in. So I know we're dealing with a board. Take these screws out. Pull this cover off. Here's your board. It's fairly simple. This isn't going to take a lot to do. Flathead screwdriver is about the only tool you're going to need. You got 2 screws. One here, one here. We got a plug, and we got the pressure control right here. So we're going to remove those, and then down at the bottom, it's a little harder to see. Let's see if we can get in there. Right there is another screw. I'm going to show you right here on the board. This is the new board. So this is what we got right here. So you're going to have screw, plug, and a screw right here. Now this will come in this Mylar looking wrapper. That's to help prevent static electricity from shorting out the board inadvertently. So we're going to press down on this, pull it off, it's loose. This pressure control right here on the side, there's a little tab, you push it and it opens it up and unplugs. Now we're going to take the screws out. This is going to be a pretty quick, short video today, which is fine by me. I really don't like long, drawn-out videos. I like to get to the point. Nobody cares about the background of most of the stuff on some of these videos. It's something you're looking at something, they want to give you a background history on why, who, what, when. Nobody cares about that. If that was the case, I would look up why, what, who, when. I want to know the how. How do I do it? Your grandpa might have passed it down from his grandpa and all of that garbage, but that don't mean anything. I don't care about all of that when I'm looking at stuff. Some of these screws, they're not very friendly to the flatheads. I might switch over to a socket on this. Yeah, I think I will, because I can't quite get to it good. I'm going to switch over to a 1/4 inch socket to make it a little easier. I don't know what the deal is with these screws. Sometimes they don't like a flathead. I'm just going to loosen this one up. I'm not going to edit out the screw turning in this case, simply because this video is not going to be very long. And then, as I mentioned, the one down here, I'm going to take this one out as well. And there's going to be a clip right here that holds the on-off switch. So we'll pull this out. You're going to push the plug wire through the harness, through the hold here. Black wire to the right, unplug it. White wire to the left, unplug it. Your board is out. Now your fuse is sitting right here, and it usually has an extra fuse on it. So if you blow one, you got an extra one to fall back on. But what you want to do when you put that new fuse in, don't put the cover back on. Leave everything just like you see it. Turn the machine on to see if the fuse is going to blow. Because if it does blow, there's no need having the cover back on to take it all back off again. Just be careful so you don't get shot. So let's set that one off to the side. We got the new one here. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and plug these back in, and it tells you right on the board, black and white, blue, whatever. Just plug them in. And don't go running your hands all on the back side of the board or everywhere else, because you might be buying another board if you do that. So this lower screw is a little bit of a pain to put in. So what we're going to do, go ahead and slide your wiring harness back in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot one of these screws in on the side over here. I'm going to try to. Line it all back up. By putting this one in first, part of the way, and I'll get it tight. You just want it in there to hold this board up in place. You just want to get it in there to hold it, so it makes it a little easier to put the screw down here in. Now you're not trying to hold the board and the screw and everything else. In. I'll come over here and get this one started. This side here. And the bigger your hands are, the harder it is to do this. Now we're going to plug this back in, and looking at the old board, it goes right here. We're plugging that in. And this is for the motor. Plugs in like that. Click it in place. And it's done. Now we're going to plug it in and see if it turns on. If it turns on, we know we're good. Watch your fingers, because this is going to rotate. You can turn this pressure control all the way down, turn it on. That way your hands are out of the way of the moving items. So we're good. That's all there is to replacing the board. All we got to do now is put the cover back on, put the screws back on, and we're good. I'll get those in a minute. So, got any questions, comments, or whatever, leave them down below. Like I said before, hit like or dislike, whatever you want to do. And if you find any of this helpful, hit that thanks button. I do appreciate it. If you got any questions or suggestions, drop that down below as well. You guys be safe. We'll see you next time.